Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today we'll see about Git tags. Okay, so why we are tagging? So whenever you are working with any projects, so once you are releasing any feature into the production, so we need to cut that branch and we need to create the tags. So what is the use with these tags means? So once this code is freezed, so because you are working on particular sprint, if the sprint is completed, then we are not allowing to the further commits on the particular branch. Okay, to before moving to the production. So in this case, we need to create the tags for the particular branch and we'll deploy that changes into the production. So we'll release those things, right? So we'll use these tags in the release management. Okay. So let's go to that official documentation of this Git. So this is the Git. So if you see that tagging, so how to deal with tagging? There are a few comments actually. So first, if you use Git tag, so for example, I have one repository here. So on this branch, if you see in the releases, there is no releases as of now. So for that one, we need to deal with the tags. Okay, so first we need to see Git space tags. If you see this comment, so there is no tag, so it is showing as a blank. So next, how to create the tags we need to see. Okay, so also there are the two types of tags. If you see here, one is annotated tags, another one is lightweight tags. So major difference between these two is when I doing this annotated tags, we need to create the tag -m with these details, and if you see this information, it will show all these changes about this tag, who is committed, what is the commit id, who is the author, when this committed, all this information will come if you are doing with annotated tag. But while coming to the lightweight tag, it will give only the author and date and commit id. So other file changes information, it will not come. Okay, so there are some less information will come to the lightweight tags. Okay, and we'll go with the annotated tag, how to create the tag. So git tag -a, and here is the tag name and some message for the tag. Okay, we'll try with this tag, with this command to create the tag for that. Okay, so git tag -a v1-4, but we are using v1. This is the first version, let's consider. And my version is v. Okay, I am creating the tag. See, so now tag is created. If you want to see the tags, how many tags is available, so again you have to go to here, git tag command. Okay, if you try this git tag, see there is a only one tag is v1. So if you want to see more details on the v1 tag, there is a one more comment here. If you see git show and tag name, git show tag name is v1. If you see here, so this is the changes it is coming. So author, who is the author, and date, and what is the changes is different date. So changes for swagger configuration, this is the last committed. With this committed, we are creating the tag. So these are the changes went as per the tag release. Okay, in three commands, git tag and creating the annotated tag and git show. Okay, and apart from that, we need to push these tags to that release, because still now if you see, if you refresh also, this tag is not moved to that repository. Till all these tags is there in the in our local only. So if you want, you can see git tag. So this is different branch actually. So cd space swagger, this is the current one, and the git tag, only one tag is there. Still we not moved this tag into the repository. Okay, so for that one, it is not showing any releases. To how to push this commit means this tag into the repository, you can use this command, git push origin -tags. Okay, so like that you can push the tags. If you want to -tags means it will push all the tags, but if you want to push any specific tags, you can give the git push origin tag name. So let's take this command and try here. Git tag origin, our tag name is v1. Okay, git push origin tag name. See it is now moved into the repository. If you go to that github and you can just refresh this one, and see there is a one tag is created. You can click this one, it will give the tag one. Okay, if you go to the releases tab, see, so there is no releases as of now created, but only one tag is created. So if you want to create release on this particular tag, you can click this releases and create the new release. And here you can give the release title. So for example, my version is v1, so if you can give that v1 as a release title, you can give. Otherwise, if you have any specific feature, you can give the future one, future one, something whatever you want, you can give the release title. Once this release title you have given, then we need to give the description about that release, why we are releasing this, what are the feature we are adding. For example, this release is nothing but adding new functionality, adding new functionality, and we need to specify the functionality or the functionality name about this one. Okay, so we need to write some comments about for that release. And then finally, if you do that publish release, you need to click this publish release. Once it is done, we are not able to create the release, make sure you have the valid tag. 1 second. So because why this message is coming means, while creating the release, here there is an option like choose tag. So we need to select the tag which tag we need to release. So now we can try with the publish release. Now it is release is created. If you see, there is a set, there is a zip file is created with this v1 and adding new functionality. This is the v1. Okay, so now click on the releases. One release is there. If you want, you can download this zip file and tar file as well as for this one. So this is the commit id. Okay, now one release is done. If you want to create, so once you load this id and in the controller, I'll add this change into the controller. Little bit change I will add. Still it is loading application. All the properties are loaded and permanent XML file. Everything is looks fine now. Now coming to that, here I'll add one log, log.info. So this method execution is started. Okay, I am adding started. So I'm added this log. Now we can do this. Check the change it status. So now we have modified this file, and you can add this, and you can comment this change. Okay, and we can do that git push. Okay, now commit is done. Now commit is moved into the repository. Now with this commit, if you see this main branch, you can refresh this, coming to the swagger, and if you see the commits, see adding lag. Okay, there is a one more extra commit came now. Now we'll create the release on this particular commit. Okay, git tag. What is the command we need to use? -a. I'll show you what is the command we need to use for creating that annotated git commit -a, and commit name as well as the. So now we are using release version as v1.1. Okay, this is a small change you can consider, and v1 dot you can consider v1.1 is our release. Okay, we are creating the tag. If you see this git tag now, there are the two tags. V1 is a old one, v1.1 is the latest one. Now what we need to, push this tag into the repository. Okay, so git tag push, git tag push, and tag name is v1.1, like this, v1.1. Like this we can give that tag to push. Either we can give the multiple tags like hyphen tags, this one, git push origin hyphen tags, or git push origin tag name. Oh, we missed origin. Okay, like this we need to give. Tag is not required. Git push origin and tag name. Okay, now we are pushing this tag is pushed. If you come to that again github and refresh, now if you see how many tags are there for this particular repository, This is the Swagger repository. If you come here, see the release latest one. Again, there is one more thing are there. If you see, there is assets to v1 is a releases. One release is done, v1 release is done. If you see the tags v1 that one, there is a one more tag. But if you come to the release, only one. So if you want to release this one, again we need to create one more release on this one. You can click on v1 that one and create the release from the tag. Here you can add now future 2. Now you can put second feature, adding new feature into the application. Like that, you need to use some proper comments, valid things we need to give for this. Okay, so once you are giving, we need to select the release. If this is the old one, this is a v1 we need to take for the latest one. Okay, so once this is done, then what we need to do, we need to click on the top publish release. See, feature 2, latest is the feature 2. Now we can see the comments and we can see the assets too. We can click on the releases also. Now we can see the two releases here. v1 is one releases, v2 is the one releases. Here also we can download the code for that one and we can deploy into the server. So like that, we need to create the tags. Okay, so if you want to delete tag also, you can do here. Once after creating the tag you want to delete, so git tag -d v1, like this you can do delete the tags on your local repository. So there are multiple things are there in this documentation. You can just go through all these comments and execute in your system, so you'll get the better understanding about these comments. I'll give this documentation link also in the description. You can just go through that. Thank you. Thanks for watching.